Hello there, interior design lovers and enthusiasts. Today we're talking about guest bedrooms. It's really starting to get warm here in sunny Myrtle Beach, and the guests are starting to arrive. It has me thinking or rethinking my own guest accommodations, and it has me thinking about all of the guest rooms and suites that I've created over the years. I have a lot of tips and ideas that I'm going to share with you on how to create a space that makes your guests feel pampered and loved. I know for sure that this is a very important space in your home, but one that is often overlooked. When is the last time that you've thought, and I mean really thought, about your guest room? Does it feel warm and inviting, or is it full of all the leftover pieces that didn't make the cut in other spaces of your home? Is it a catch-all? Do you put all of your leftover clothing items or seasonal items in the closet in the guest suite? Often, I see a futon or other college dorm type things in a room, which is supposed to be the guest room, with no consideration of how your guest might actually feel. And after today's episode, I hope that you will consider sprucing up your guest space and make it a relaxing, beautiful retreat. And if you already have a great guest room, well, listen in anyway, because I'm going to share some very thoughtful ideas of how you can go the extra mile and toss in a little luxury that will create a 5-star experience. Welcome to Decorate Like a Design Boss, a podcast for design lovers who want to create beautiful spaces in their very own homes. My name is Kimberly Grigg, and I'm a professional interior designer who teaches design lovers like yourselves how to decorate. And when I say decorate, I mean decorate like a design boss. If you're ready to create a space that your family loves and your neighbors can't stop raving about, well, buckle up, honey, because it's time to design. Okay, let's get started, and first things first. To create a good guest room, you must practice the golden rule. It's important for you to put yourself into your guest's place and start thinking about how you would like to be treated if you were a guest. In fact, I encourage you to spend the night in your guest room and see how it really feels. First and foremost, you'll want a good quality mattress. Mattresses are very individual, but a poor quality mattress will leave your guest grumpy and tired. You can talk to your mattress supplier about the variety that's available, and there are many options online. When I create a space for a guest, I often like to use a Sleep Number pillow top mattress. This option grants guests the ability to choose firmer or softer, depending on their individual preferences. Now, you'll need a sturdy and beautiful bed. Make sure that the bed is properly installed. Do not use something left over just because you have it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for repurposing furniture that you already own, but it must have potential and fit in with the rest of your home and style. It also needs to be beautiful and have a sense of style. Don't settle for less in this space. If anything, I want you to think about your guest bedroom as being one of the most important rooms in your home. It should be beautiful, and it should also function well. Now, it's time to talk about making or dressing the bed. This might sound obvious, but trust me, most people don't give this enough attention when creating their guest spaces. Well, heck, even their master spaces. So first, you're going to begin with a high-quality mattress pad. This will protect the mattress, and I like to use one that is padded for an extra cushy, relaxing sleep. Now it's time to think about top-quality sheets. Sheets are not just about thread count. You probably believe that thread count is the leading factor in creating a good night's sleep, but this is just simply not the case. In fact, I say don't choose your sheets based on what the thread count is at all. Instead, choose your sheets based on the hand or the feel of the fabric they're made of. Sheets have different kinds of weaves. The more common weaves are cotton sateen and cotton percale. If you like a smooth, luxe, silkier feeling sheet, then consider a cotton sateen weave. If you like a more crisp feeling sheet, then opt for a cotton percale. I prefer 100% cotton and personally think that they last longer and feel better versus having some polyester inserted into the fiber. Bamboo sheets are also a very popular item and a totally different kind of weave, but they're very popular these days and are wonderful for helping to regulate body temperature, and they hold up well and they create a feeling of luxury. And then there are those who swear by linen sheets. These to me feel a little scratchy, but I have coworkers here who absolutely love them. But since you're thinking about your guest, I'd say it's best to lean in the direction of what might appeal to most, and then I would opt for either bamboo sheets or cotton sateen. Or if you happen to have a home at the beach, and I decorate many second homes here, then I always recommend cotton percale. There's just something about the beach and the crispness of a cotton percale. But again, all of these are just individual choices. There's no right or wrong. They're just choices. The wrong part would be to choose something that's just inexpensive and doesn't feel good against the skin. So to complete the dressing of the bed, I like to include a lightweight blanket. I also like to put an additional lightweight blanket folded in the closet for those who are cold sensitive or those who are cold natured. Next, I layer on a coverlet or a blanket cover for a nice polished look. And then I like to finish off the covers of the bed with a duvet whose insert is fluffy but is also hyperallergenic. You just don't know what allergies your guests might have, so this is a place to not risk upsetting someone's respiratory system. As for pillows, I also prefer to have a set of hyperallergenic pillows in medium and another set in firm. I also include a set of down pillows on the shelf in the closet for those who prefer and only like to sleep on a down pillow. And as for decorative pillows, this is one case I go rather light. Guests don't know where to place the pillows, and it always becomes a problem. And remember, the idea is to create a problem-free, luxurious feel, not to create anxiety about things like decorative pillows and where they are to be placed when not in use. I like to triple sheet the bed just like the fancy hotels do. This just screams luxury, and it's quite easy to do. So you start with a fitted sheet over the mattress pad, then add a flat sheet. Next, add your lightweight blanket, and then another flat sheet goes on top of that lightweight blanket. You now have 3 sheets on the bed. The next layer is your blanket cover or coverlet, and then a duvet is folded at the bottom of the bed. 2 different types of sleep pillows and a decorative toss pillow or 2 are all you need to create this luxurious sleeping experience. This can be very beautiful as well, especially if the individual pieces are aesthetically pleasing and chosen in the style of your space. I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to bedding. I like my sheets and towels to be all white. In fact, I love an all-white bed, but since I work in a lot of color, I often use a white coverlet on top of my white sheets and blanket, and then a duvet cover in a color or a pattern with a toss pillow or 2 that coordinates well with this duvet cover, and then making sure that both coordinate well with the overall design and feel of the room. So now we're moving on to a chair or someplace to sit is a must in a guest bedroom. You score bonus points for it being a comfy chair, and if you add a light source and a place to set your drink beside the chair, well, ding, 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 you are winning the race for being considerate. Some people prefer to sleep under a fan. I don't love the fan aesthetic, so I often use something called a fandelier. This is a cross, you guessed it, between a chandelier and a fan. There's some beautiful styles out there, and I find that, well, when I use a fandelier, it really becomes a bit of a conversation starter. Having somewhere to place their luggage and or sit their things is just plain thoughtful. Do not have the closet in your guest bedroom stuffed with your own personal items. Instead, welcome your guest to a place that is well thought out and gives them a space to unwind and relax. In fact, I want you to set your guest space up to mimic your favorite hotel experience. In summary, think thoughtfully about a space for guests to sleep comfortably. Include a space in the room to unwind and be comfortable, something like a chair, or if the space won't allow, at least a bench. Add a space for guests to put their things. Next, I want you to think about accoutrements. Place a luxurious set of towels for your guests to use. I love Pottery Barn white towels. They are thick, lush, and exquisite. Bottles of water are also a thoughtful gesture. If you have a space to place a little mini fridge in this guest room, then do so. I've even placed a mini fridge that I built a nightstand / table around. This accomplished a lot, both visually and functionally, and it's easy to add a bottle of wine and or bottles of water. Again, I want you to think like a hotel thinks. If you're building a home, rethink your plans a little bit and consider adding a coffee station or a beverage station to your guest bedroom. They don't take up that much space, but it offers so much and it gives guests so many options, and they'll feel like they just stayed in a 5-star. I like to provide a hairdryer and a full array of toiletries for my guests. Something that I love to do is purchase toiletries that are in theme with the guest suite I'm creating. I do this in my own guest suites, but I also love doing this for clients. It's a little thing, but you know how I feel about the details. I've also learned that guests want to know what to do and what to expect in their little space within your home. So it's always nice to include a little handwritten welcome note. Many of the nicer boutique hotels do this, and it just makes me feel so welcome. So I say something like, "Welcome to our home. It is very important to me that you feel pampered and loved. Please use anything you like and let me know if you don't find something here that you might need. There are cold beverages in the fridge in the kitchen and bottles of water on your nightstands. Help yourself to coffee upon rising, and there are baked goods on the cake plate on the kitchen counter. Our fridge is fully stocked and open to you. Upon leaving, please just strip your bed and throw your towels in with them and lay them at the foot of the bed. I'll take it from there. We are so glad you are here, and I sincerely hope you will enjoy your stay." I also like to leave a little chocolate on the nightstand with the waters. Again, another little hotel trick, and I typically add fresh flowers somewhere in the space. Creating a guest space that is not only beautiful, but very, very functional requires one key ingredient, and this is thoughtfulness. Follow the golden rule and make your guest feel so special. Offer them an experience not just a place to lay their heads. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And while you're here, please leave a review and rate our show. And of course, I would love it if you would share it with a friend who might enjoy learning all about interior design. I appreciate you being here with me, and you know what I like to say. Don't wait. Today is a great day to decorate. I'll see you next week, and bye for now. Thanks for listening to Decorate Like a Design Boss. If you want more info on how to decorate your space like a pro, visit KimberlyGriggDesigns.com. See you next week.